Hello everyone, my name is edrasdyanna. Welcome to the channel, and today I have a review of the Born to Run palette by Decay, and it's one of the newer palettes that they have added to their collection this summer, and I'm very excited about it. So I wanted to give you a quick review of my take of it. I'm sure you've been like investigating whether or not to buy it, whether or not you think it's a good choice, or if it's too expensive, or you know, whatever it is that you're thinking. But I hope that my review is very useful to you and that it helps you inform your decision if you're thinking about purchasing it. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to try not to be too long because I don't have that much space left on my SD card and I don't want to be switching out cards right now. But anyway, this is the packaging, which I thought was quite clever. It's very beautiful. I love the pictures that it has over here that kind of mirror the palette over here. It has like different places here, and it's kind of glossy against like the matte background. And then here are the colors that it comes with, which is something that I really appreciated, was the amount of colors on this palette, which was great. And then it says, "You're not lost, you're born to run," which is so cool. I thought it really resonated with who I am as a person, that I love traveling, and this is one of the reasons I really wanted to pick up the palette, because it felt like, oh my goodness, this is like the one palette you'll take with you when you go traveling, because it has even like places that I've been to and everything on it, and it was really cool. Especially like this one right here, as you can see, has the San Francisco, when I went for one of my vlogs, and it was really cool. And just like palm trees remind me of home in the Dominican Republic, and it's just a lot of different places that I might want to go to in the future, which is amazing. So I was really motivated by the palette and what it meant for like a traveler. That talks a little bit about it here on the palette too. It says, "For the adventurer, the road warrior, or the weekend escapist, no matter where you're going or what you're getting up to, Born to Run is the only palette you need to pack and never look back. And from matte to neutral for meanings in San Francisco, to jeweled and metallic must-have for weekend getaway in South Beach, or completely smoked out at Saturday night dinner with your bae, we've got you covered." And it has 21 different colors. It's like just so cool. Like I was just really inspired by the palette, and this is why I wanted to purchase it. I'm also gonna have a video with 7 different looks of this palette, so be on the lookout for that one. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to also, I have some different pictures over here of swatches and the names of them, so you can take a look at it, a closer look at them while I'm talking. And I'm also have here are here's a palette right here. I'm gonna show you some better footage of it, but I want to just get started on what I think of it. So you can get it for $49. I got it at Sephora. I went in person because I like to buy my palettes in person unless I've already tried it. I've already gone to Sephora and I've seen it and I already know, and then I can order online. But I always get scared that it can crack or break in transit, so that's why I like to buy them myself. But if you're not nearby a Sephora, or you just want it and there's like no place nearby, you can definitely order it from decay.com. You can also purchase it on Amazon or Sephora.com, or you can even do Macy's, Nordstrom, Ulta. All of those stores carry it. And I saw this place called Fancy1, mybigcommerce.com, which I'll link down below, and I saw it was only $39.99. I've never heard of the site before, but they have other palettes that are high-end like these, and they're a little bit cheaper. Not sure if it's shady or not, but it's worth taking a look at. So yeah, the only there's a lot of like matte shimmers and frosts in there. I really like them all. They all of them have really great pigmentation. The only one that was a little bit bad for me, or had a little bit of some issues, was Weekender, which is this color over here, which was quite powdery. When you're applying it onto your brush, it kind of went everywhere a little bit. But even though it was powdery, the pigmentation was there, which is a plus. And so I felt like it was pretty even in regards to matte colors, shimmer colors, and frosts. So there was like at least like 6 of each type of and I would say that this is one of the best eyeshadow brands out there, so you're gonna get lots of bang for your buck. And yeah, so I think it's great for your collection. If you're a person who doesn't really have that many eyeshadows, this is a great addition to your collection. It has so many different colors in it. And I also love the concept of the traveling, that it's born to run. Like it's versatile for any occasion that you're going to need it for, which was great. I also loved all the pictures, like I showed you guys on the cover of the packaging. Is just really nice. And the sheer amount of eyeshadows, I mean, for $49 it's a great amount of shadows. 21 is a lot, so you know, like you can really get away with doing lots of different looks with it. And it's just very versatile. I think that all the colors work well together, and you can do a lot with it, as you'll see in the video that I'll show you guys with all my 7 looks that I use with it. And just the type of colors that they decided to add into this palette I think were really genius. I feel like they work well together, and you can really create any kind of look. The look that I'm wearing today, I used this palette for. If you guys are interested in it, I can definitely make a video of it so you guys can, you know, see it more in detail. Leave it in the comments below if you are interested. And yeah, so also I feel like there's a lot of transition shades, and also shades that are for highlight. So that's something that some palettes don't have, and it's kind of frustrating, because that means you have to go into another palette to really you know, get the effect that you're looking for. But I felt like they really listened to the consumers on this end, and they have like 2 transition shades up here. They have black, which is amazing. You can make any look smoky with that one. And then they have like all the goldy shades, like those kind of gold and shimmery shades that you can use for a pop of highlight in any part of your look with any of the colors there, which is perfect. I also love that you know, like it works great for any skin color, any skin tone. So it doesn't matter what kind of skin color you have, it's gonna look good with all the colors are gonna be very bright and pigmented on your skin. So that's really great. And also I'm gonna go into some of the cons, which is that it's a little bit pricey. It is, but for the amount of shades that you get, and you don't really need that much of a amount to get the color that you're going for, because it's very pigmented, I think you'll be fine. It is a little bit expensive, but then you can also, you know, go to fancy1.com, which I'll leave down below, where you'll save $10. You never know. And also I don't like that the mirror doesn't stay standing up, you know, like it kind of flops over. It doesn't stay up like the other palettes that I have. It kind of, you know, but I guess it's like for people who like to fold it over that way. I guess they were listening to that on that end, but for me, I like kind of it to stay up. But that's just me, you know, that everyone's different. Another thing is that this one doesn't come with a brush. With a lot of the palettes from Urban Decay do have brushes. This one doesn't have one, but I guess most of the time people don't really use the brushes that palettes come with, so it doesn't matter that much to me. But if you're someone who looks forward to that, then that doesn't have it. And also I mentioned already that Weekender is a little bit powdery, but that's like, I mean, in the bigger scheme of things, I don't think it's that important in comparison to everything else. And I don't know, like if you have all of their palettes, for instance, like every single palette that they made, or you have a bigger collection, it's that not like a necessary palette that's like, oh my god, you have to drop everything and run to buy that one. But I feel like it's a nice addition to your collection. If you're just beginning your collection of eyeshadows, I think this is a great way to start, because it has so many different looks that you can do with it, and it's just a very sturdy palette. You don't really need any other shadows to go with it. You're good with this, an eyeliner, and some mascara, and then you're good. And even up, well, I mean, to take it up a notch, you can do some lashes. And I think that's it that you'll need for a while, you know, because it's very versatile. You have everything like from your neutrals to some pops of color, the black, which is always necessary. And you know, not every look looks good with black, so they have brown too. So I think that's great that they were able to add that. And then there's like the warmer tones, there's the cooler tones, so there's a little bit of everything to work with in this palette, which I really love. So, you know, like I absolutely think it's a great idea. I'm gonna leave some swatches here for you so you guys can take a look at it, closer up, some better imaging of it. But all in all, I think it's a great palette. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this review, and that it helps inform your decision if you're deciding, if you're thinking about buying this palette. I think it's a thumbs up. I give it a 4.8 only because of the mirror and the powdery Weekender, but other than that, I think it's an amazing palette. I think you should definitely go and get it. And yeah, I'm not being, you know, paid by Urban Decay to say good things about them, but I really love their palettes, and I have quite a large collection of their brands. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below, and I give you guys a kiss, a hug, and see you in the next one. Bye.